Time running out here on the play clock. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw. Clark. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 13 yards there offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Clark to throw on second down. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And he motions the wide receiver. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now. Leopard.
Play clock winding down.
Check. Patriot.
Now Clark to throw. On 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He hits White, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go now. Green.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Clark now looking to throw on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriots!
Now Clark to throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover. as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Following the fumble recovery, Clark. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. They go play action with Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action. Trubisky. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Barth now to kick this one away. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punching in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Clark. Throwing again. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, gone. Leopard.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing on third and long. Clark. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Set. Green, 39. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Stevenson. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there.
Watch it now, Barney.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here we go now.
Clark To throw on second down. Finds Roberts left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go now. Here we go. 319. Leopard. Detroit.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevenson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now Trubisky on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tease Tabor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set. 319.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Clark to throw. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
And he motions the wide receiver.
No. Check. Patriot!
Clark now on 3rd down. officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to sling this deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Let's go.
Now Clark off the play fake. Roberts with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off play action. Clark. Over the middle, complete. It's Roberts. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
Here's Clark throwing on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down. Clark. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And the wideout in motion. Clark on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So here come the Lions now. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stevenson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's got this one down to the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears add on.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Barth now to kick this one away. So out now come the line. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now it's the backup Stafford. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. This is Howard on second down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Here we go. Boom,
Now Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Bears continue to pour it on. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Stafford here. To the right and complete to Galladay. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Stafford going right side here, and that's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. In the red zone this time. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Stafford on first down. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. It's grabbed over the middle by White. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Stafford. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he motions the wide receiver. This looks like a free play for Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Good. No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 14. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On third down, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Todd Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And the wideout in motion. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's got some space here. He's got daylight. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And ready now for 2nd and 9. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Stafford now to throw. He's going to fight. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. On first down at Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, these guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go with Howard again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's caught by Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On first down, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And he motions the wide receiver. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. On the left side, a catch by White. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.